Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having an amazing day today. If you haven't told yourself that you are beautiful, please, whatever you're doing, stop and tell yourself that you are beautiful. As you can see, I am going to be showing you a nice spring look. Spring is in the air, so we want to make sure that our face reflects that spring is in the air. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. As you can see, I've already done my eyebrows and I've prepped my eyelids. So the next thing that I'm getting ready to do is just kind of prepare my face, prep my face for my flawless application. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am actually going to use this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And this is just something that I got from Sephora. It's always best that you prep your face before you put your foundation on. You always have to make sure that it's moisturized and you have a primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and, prime my face. Make sure it's primed really well. I've already moisturized my face, so now I'm just going to go ahead and prime it. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to use an instant pore eraser. I have huge pores, so all I want to do is actually just fill the pores in. So again, I can have that flawless look. And this is just the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. It's very, very good, very, very well, works very, very well, and also closes your pores. So if you have large pores, please make sure you try to get some type of pore eraser so that you can fill it in so that your application can be flawless. So again, I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to actually apply this to the area where my pores are actually huge, and that's just usually my cheeks. Sometimes the tip of my nose, under my chin, and right here. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to be using this 24 karat gold elixir serum, and this is just to give me a glow. I'm going to put this on up under my foundation, and this is just something extra. You don't have to use this, but this is just something extra. Also, I want to make mention everything that I'm going to be using today is definitely going to be in the description box. So I'm just going to open this up and just take a couple drops and put it on my face. A little goes a long way, so that you don't need much. Just going to take this, put it on my face. Not too much of it, just a little bit. Just want my skin to be very flawless and have a nice, dewy, glowy look to it. So now that I have that on my face, the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to prep my eyes. We're going for a nice spring look. Nothing that's too much, something that's light, pinkish, pretty, something that's simple but elegant and beautiful. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be using the Makeup Revolution London palette. And as you can see, it has some beautiful colors in it. So I'm just going to be using the pinks, the corals, mauve colors. Not too many, just something simple, something real pretty. Again, because this is just a nice soft spring look. The first thing I'm going to do is actually go in with the translucent color that'll give me a base. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to kind of put this on my eyelid. Just kind of. I'm still learning how to do eyeshadow. It's not my best, but I do the best that I can do. I'm not perfect at it, but I try to practice a lot so that I can get good. It'll come in due time, but I do the best that I can do. So again, I'm just gonna kind of go in with this color, kind of put this over my eyelid. And it's kind of like a brownish, mauvish color so that I can have something where my eyeshadow can stick to. So again, As you can see, I've gone in with the transition color. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to probably take this real pretty, I don't know if you want, it's like a coral color right here. Just a real pretty color that I'm going to take, and I'm going to put this in my crease. So I'm going to take that and put that in my crease. Again, something really springy, nice, pinkish. Again, I don't want it to be too heavy. I'm just going in for a nice spring look. Oh, my eyelashes coming off. That's crazy. It's okay, I'll take it off and I'll reapply it. Okay, I'm just gonna continue on with this. Now what I want to do is I want to blend this. Make sure that the two colors go in together. So I'm just going to take this blendy Morphe brush. I'm just going to blend everything in. And then again, I'm going to go in with that pinkish color that I was using before. Just going to go in with that again. My crease, and just take that. Again, I'm going for kind of like a soft pinkish look. Okay, now I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to make sure I blend all of that stuff in. Okay, not too bad. Now what I want to do is I want to get a real pretty pink color and place that on my lid. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this color here. Kind of like a purplish violet color, which is really, really pretty. So I'm going to go in with that and put that on my eyelid. Very pretty. Again, I am just going to clean this up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and try to marry these colors together so that they can look seamless. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to take a lighter pinkish color and set that just in between my eyelid. Just kind of just in between there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just kind of clean all of that up. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to take that first color that I used and underline my eyelids. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of take this same brownish color, transition color that I use, and just kind of, I want that to just to come around there. So I'm going to do that. Not too much, just go ahead and give it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that second color that I used, that kind of like that coral pinkish color, and just go up underneath there. Okay. Again, I want to make sure everything is seamless, so I'm going to go ahead and just, Then what I want to do is I'm going to highlight the top of my brow. So I think what I want to do is maybe use this top color. It's kind of like peachy color. to highlight my brow bone. So I'm gonna just take that and just kind of highlight my brow bone a little bit. I'm also gonna put this color in my crease too. So it's a nice pretty color to put in my crease. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of make sure that's blended pretty good. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes. As you can see, I kind of got some darkness here up under my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I am actually going to color correct that by just using a dark concealer. And this is actually the Fenty Beauty Truffle. I'm sorry, Espresso. So I'm just gonna put that underneath, just try to cover the darkness up and then follow up with that. Just a little bit, not too much. Make sure that that's there. And then I'm gonna go in with my makeup. And then the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I am going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer, and I am in the number, I do believe, 400. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take my beauty blender. I'm just gonna use it to put the foundation on my face. As you can see, I'm just kind of putting the foundation on my face, and then I'm going to take this Real Techniques foundation brush, and I'm just going to put this on my face. So I'm going to be going in with this ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in deep dark and number 50. And again, everything that I'm going to be using here today, I'm going to make sure that I put it in the description box. So if you want to go out and you want to go ahead and get these things, you have everything that you need in the description box. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just use a little bit of this, not too much, just kind of just a real little bit, because then I'm going to go in and I'm also going to highlight, and I'm just going to make a little triangle, nothing too huge, just. And then for this, I'm going to take my beauty blender. When you use your beauty blender, please make sure it's a little wet, not something that's dripping, but just damp, so that you can make sure that it's smooth, your makeup is runs smooth, and it's has a good consistency to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight, and I am going to take this Instant Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline. This stuff right here, it's the bomb. I love it. I've been using it ever since it comes out. It's a smooth consistency. It blends very well. And I am actually using the color Golden. Beautiful color. I love it. And it's something that you should pick up. It's by Maybelline. Again, now this is something that I'm going to be using to highlight my under eyes, my top of my forehead. And you want to always make sure that you're putting that in a triangle so that it is looking down, so that you can actually see the area that is highlight. So make sure that you're doing your highlight in a triangle so that it can run smoothly. So again, I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that out. Go ahead and set again with the Sacha Buttercups. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and set that. Again, I don't need too much, just a little. I'm not baking. I don't like to bake. I'm just going to go ahead and set that. So once I set this, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off quickly. I'm not going to leave that on there, because typically when I bake, it always seems to make my under eyes dry, and I don't like that. I don't want that. I just want to be able to make sure that that's actually set in, and I swipe it away. What I'm going to do is I am actually going to contour, and I am going to be using the Fenty Beauty matchsticks, and I'm going to be using the Espresso. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you know, bring it down here. Just gonna go ahead Then I'm actually just gonna, so I'm just gonna contour so it can be snatched a little bit. Okay. Next thing you have to do is make sure that you blend, blend, blend. So now what I'm gonna do is I am just going to take my beauty blender, and all I'm going to do is just roll up. Once that's done, I am going to go ahead and set that contour, give it a more of a define. So while that's setting, I'm going to go ahead and take a brush and I am going to blend out. I am going to go ahead and blend out. And the reason why I like to highlight, because I give my face more of a snatched look. I'm not done with the bronzing yet. Now I'm going to take this Hoola Caramel by Benefit. It just came out. Love it. Glad they came out with this great color. So now I'm going to take that and define that contour look a little better. So I'm just going to go ahead and define it. Such a beautiful color. So I'm just going to go ahead and define that look just a little bit. Okay. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use some blush, and I am going to be using this Bella brush by Juvia's Place, and it's called Bella. It's a real pretty pinkish coral look. Isn't that beautiful? And it's blush by Juvia's, and this is the Bella. Very, very beautiful. So I'm just going to take my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and just, not too much, just a little bit, because this color is really, really pigmented. So I'm just going to give me just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my face, and I am going to be using the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Setting Powder, and this is in the Salon Natural. Again, Makeup Forever. Again, Makeup Forever. And this is just a finish, just to kind of set my face a little bit. And now what I'm going to go is I'm going to go back to my eyes, and I am going to just take that same brush where I defined up under my eyes and just kind of, you know, put that back up under there because of some of the color that I used when I concealed. So I'm just going to do that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush away that Sacha Buttercup. Now that I'm basically halfway done, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Liner. I'm just going to outline my eyes. Now I'm not fancy with the wing liner. I just like something simple and basic. Again, that's something that I keep practicing. I usually could do, but sometimes it doesn't turn out right. Sometimes it does. So I'm just going to go ahead and just try to do a basic line. That's really all I need. And again, I'm going for more of a simple look. I'm not going for something that's flamboyant. Just a nice springy look. Now what we're going to do is going to do the lips. I am using this MAC Chestnut lip pencil. If you don't have this pencil in your life, you need to make sure you get it. It's a very versatile color. You can use it with basically any type of look that you want to go for, and again, it lasts a very long time. Again, and this is just the MAC Chestnut lip pencil. Then I'm going to be taking this lipstick by Milani, and it's called Teddy Bear. Next thing I'm going to do is I am going to take this Fenty Gloss Bomb, and I do believe that this is in the color Fussy. And of course, last but not least, I am going to highlight, and I am going to be using this Maybelline Master Chrome metallic highlighter. So this is the look, the nice spring look. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to set my face twice. The first thing that I'm going to use is I'm going to use the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water. So I'm going to spray that on first. So I'm going to spray that on my face, and then what I'm going to go in is I am going to go in with the dewy spray, NYX Dewy Finish. So now I'm going to take this NYX Dewy Finish long lasting setting spray, Now that I'm done, I will be back to show you the final look. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Until next time, please remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Bye-bye.
Oh, 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 oh.